Alright, well, there's only two left, so I'll try and get them all done. Dead Man Whispers. Big Shell, off the coast of New York. The offshore decontamination facility was selected as the setting for a top-secret joint exercise between the Navy SEALs and Dead Cell, due to its complex structure and isolated environment. During the exercise, Dead Cell and the team under their command portrayed terrorists, while the SEAL team acted to suppress them. Dead Cell was a specialized naval combat team, feared for their brutality. Just their brutality, full stop. Their main function was anti-terrorist training, launching unannounced assaults on important government installations to determine their level of security. Although famous for the ferocity of their attacks, there was another reason for their reputation. They have a vampire and an immortal woman in their ranks, you know. It was rumoured that their anti-terrorist training was the cover for their true mission, operating above the law to undermine threats to American national interests. Whether inside the country or out, whenever anti-American sentiment was suspiciously crushed or leaders died in unnatural deaths, military insiders inevitably associated Dead Cell names with the act. The rumours were never confirmed. However, the name of the Dead Cell had become equated with death. Disaster and calamity was undeniable until 1 year ago. 1 year ago, Dead Cell commander Colonel Jackson was arrested on charges of graft and corruption. From that point on, the overzealous tactics during attacks, the shitty past of the team members, and their combined inhumanity made Dead Cell's name synonymous with military corruption and dishonour. Even their very fighting ability had become under question. This exercise marked their first official assignment in some time. The only Dead Cell leader, Vamp, was granted permission to participate. Oh yeah, the vampire. He's the only one that we allow in. He's the most sane member of that team, the one we trust the most. The joint exercises were drawing to a close. I was guarding my assigned area in Strut F. Immediately after receiving a report that half of the terrorists had been subdued, a coded message transmission signifying an emergency situation came through my codec. Come in, anyone, this is Alpha Team, we're under attack. Oh my god, it's so him. Snake, if he was actually in the Marines as Pliskin, or is that going to be like a secret identity he's taken on? This is Pliskin, what happened? I replied. Wait, it says I replied, not Pliskin replied or Snake replied. It's interesting. Dead Cell, it's Vamp. He double-crossed. The team is almost by him. I could hear screams and the sound of gunfire in the background. What is your location? I asked. Strut B. I heard a scream and the line went dead. I immediately punched in a different frequency. A low voice answered. This is Dolph. Is this Snake? It was Marine Commander Scott Dolph. He was in the Big Shell as part of the exercise. I explained the situation to Dolph. He answered through a burst of noise. What? He answered through a burst of noise. That's just weird. Looks like things just started on my end too. What's the status? There was an explosion in the Shell 2 core. B1's totally flooded. Is this what you're worried about? Oh no, it's a different person. I think Snake is the... Is this what you were worried about? 3 days ago, I accepted a request from Dolph to join the exercise. Dolph was worried something might happen, and he asked me to put a stop to it if it did. But he didn't say why. All he told me was, I'm counting on you. Dolph and Dead Cell were connected. Dolph's daughter, Helena, was Jackson's wife. When Jackson was arrested... Oh, okay. So I thought it was his... What? Let's read that again. Dolph and Dead Cell were connected. Dolph's daughter, Helena, was Jackson's... Jackson's... I was reading that a completely different way. I was reading it like Dolph was Jackson's wife and daughter, and I was like, no way. No, Jackson is the guy who's led Dead Cell previously. So when Jackson was arrested, Dolph was the only one who defended Dead Cell and Jackson. As a result, he risked his own position. Dolph seemed to be worried about something concerning Dead Cell. I accepted without any questions. I owed Dolph. Dolph created a fake identity for me, Pliskin. And here I was, along for the exercise as a Lieutenant Junior Grade Pliskin. I then asked him, what is Vamp up to? I have no idea, Dolph said, in a deeply troubled voice. Snake, we must figure out what's happening. We're trapped in the north part of filter chamber number 2 by debris and flooding. Looks like it'll take us some time to get out of here. I want you to rescue the seals. Head over to Strut B. Roger that. Be careful. You aren't carrying live ammunition, are you? Dolph right. I was equipped for exercises and didn't have any live rounds. No, but I'll be okay, I replied. I just beat him to death with my weapon. Oh, I can just fire at an enemy. They don't know they're blanks. We have no ammo at all. That's a bad camera angle, man. Right, nothing in here. This is a weapons warehouse, so I'm going to expect something to be in here. Oh, this is a bad spawn. This is so bad. It's gone back. I could have killed him then.
Nothing here.
Let's go. I can hear footsteps. I think someone's upstairs. Oh, I was going to dump him in here. Oh yeah. My plan has been thwarted. I'm going to put him there and hopefully nobody comes down to get him. Is there an item in here? I can't see an item in there. There is somebody. I can hear footsteps. Alright, I need to hide. I bet they're all locked. Except this one, because of the event. And I bet there's going to be an item in here we can use. Alright, they haven't found him, that's good. No items. I'm going to give it a second, and then I'm going to check out the rest of this place, because I really need items. Alright, let's go. I swear I heard footsteps. And they're all locked. Alright. Strut B, this is going to be the fastest way, isn't it? Okay. Oh my god, I love the soundtrack to this game. I was listening to it, I think yesterday. Like, this is the soundtrack. It's just so good. It's so unique. So chill. No terrorists on my watch. I hope these guys aren't part of the exercise, but if they are, oops. So if there's just one guy there. Looking for items. There we go. Oh, so nervous for a camera to just be there then. Alright, I've just got to get past this area now. I'm on for items. Oh shit. Oh, kill crazy. Whatever makes the area safer. Russian! Lovely! And there's somebody in the room, the pump room. Find us. Bandage! Ah. Not a lot of actual weapons, actual ammo. Bandage. And I'm not going to go in there. There might be some items, but then there's a camera, and there's going to be at least one guy. I have no way of dealing with either of them right now. Maybe the guy, I could just kill him, but no one to take out the camera with. That's bad position. Ah, damn it. That's actually the way we should have gone then. I think they're going to go around in a circle. Oh no, they just do the same path like that. Like an L shape. It means I have to kill one of them. In fact, I think he goes all the way to the other side. There we go. Sneak on by. So far been quite sneaky. I'm alright with that. I was greeted at Struck B by the sight of a total massacre. The bodies of dead seals littered the entire area. Everything had been torn apart and splattered with blood. I heard a moan coming from a body in a pool of blood. Hold on. I ran over and lifted the soldier in my arms. He was still breathing, but his wound was deep, reaching his internal organs. It was clear that he wouldn't make it. He looked at me with unfocused eyes. It was Vamp. He called it a lynching. Revenge for those who backstabbed Jackson. He called the bribery charge a sham. You better not talk now, but try to give me more information, I said, trying to keep him quiet. But he kept on talking. Vamp's going after Colonel O'Brien. Or Captain O'Brien. But that's nonsense. There's no way the captain's involved. He's just not like that. Naval Captain O'Brien, multiply decorated in the Persian Gulf, Europe and Africa, was Commander-in-Chief for the entire exercise. The mass media praised the captain as a competent and noble-minded military man who is well liked by his fellow soldiers. He grabbed my chest. His grip was surprisingly strong for a man on his deathbed. The captain is on the first floor of the Shelter 2 Corps. Save the captain, please! His body lost its strength. I closed his eyes. That was all I could do for him. I contacted Dolph, telling him what I'd just heard. I see, mumbled Dolph. His voice didn't sound surprised at all. In fact, he sounded like he'd just confirmed some bad news. Did you know about this? I asked. He became quiet, answering hesitantly. There have been a lot of cases involving murdered government employees and servicemen lately. Rumour has it Vamp is behind it all. Is Jackson really innocent? I don't know for sure, but perhaps. He was a really proud soldier. He was not the corrupt kind. You think O'Brien backstabbed Jackson? No, I don't think so. I know his reputation. How can you be so sure? It was O'Brien who planned this training. If he wasn't involved in Jackson's case, there's no way he would involve Vamp. That's only if O'Brien knew of the rumours of the lynching, right? He knew. Are you sure? Oh yeah, I heard of the rumours from O'Brien. You and O'Brien talked about the rumours? I was a bit surprised. O'Brien and Dolph, political Navy captain and head of the Marines, didn't seem like a likely pair of friends. Dolph answered as if he knew of my doubts. O'Brien and I didn't always get along because of our positions. I don't think he liked me either. But I don't think he hated me so much that he wouldn't give me advice that would save my life. What do you mean? O'Brien came to me to warn me that I was Vamp's next target. I then knew the true reason Dolph had participated in this exercise. So, you tried to rid Dead Cell of its infamous rumours by revealing yourself to Vamp. Correct. If nothing happened to me during the exercise, I can prove that the rumours were false. You do trust Vamp? Dolph scoffed. I wouldn't go that far. If I trusted him completely, I wouldn't have called you. I'm not a coward. And that's quite clever. They set up this exercise as like a trap for Vamp, like giving him an opportunity to kill him. But then he simply puts Snake in the building, and then if anything goes wrong, Snake will be the one to kill him. I said to him that trusting something or someone isn't that easy, but Dolph did not respond. I then asked him, but then it's not you but O'Brien that Vamp's after. Yeah, either O'Brien's information was wrong or Vamp's wrong. It seemed Dolph was confused too. There's only one there's only what? The only thing certain is that Vamp isn't trying to kill O'Brien. Fucking hell, I'm reading this all wrong. The only thing that's certain is that Vamp is trying to kill O'Brien. Snake, you've got to stop Vamp. Got it. I considered the structure of Big Shell again. I need to use the Shell 1-2 connecting bridge from Strut G to get to Shell 2 where Vamp should have heading. That meant I'd have to head to Strut D first, and will we need a sniper rifle for the bombs on the bridge? Or are there going to be bombs on the bridge? All these questions I have and no answers. Have guards spawned in the area. Can we get some ammo? Surely these guys had some ammo. Or these are on the training exercise, weren't this? Maybe not. Ah, ammo. That looks like an M4. Do we have an M4? Yay, we have bullets. Well, a loud ass weapon, but I'd rather have a weapon. I'd rather have a ration than a weapon. More ammo, that's for a USP. Is it silenced? It is not. So whatever we do, it's going to go loud. I'm expecting one guard and one cipher. Right, so the ciphers don't have audio. Means I can do this. But if the cipher sees a dead body, it will report it in, so I need to take care of it. I mean, I was going to anyway, but just making extra sure. But driving on harder difficulty is like extreme. Like if you take out a cipher or a camera, then it should cause a caution. The guards come to check it out. That makes sense to me. Alright, I'm expecting there to be items in here. And guards. Yep. Oh, just trying to lure him in here. Come on, come to me. Oh, you're so short-sighted. I get to kill you next. String grenade, I'll take it. Bandage, don't really use them. Probably just sit and recharge for a bit. Alright, as soon as he turns around, he's gonna die. Alright, let's see if anybody else is here. Oh, AP sensor went. Someone's here. Ah, shit. There he is. Oh. Oh, damn it. Clipper, have you just him? Oh, damn it. Okay, okay. Oh, this is what Pliskin would do, right? He'd kill every fucker that he sees. Oh, what you? What you? You look like a suppressor. That would have been very useful. But also just realised when you're in first person view it takes longer to stand up. M9, alright, that's actually much better. Better than a suppressor. Didn't see anything to leave here. Anything in the magic room? Nope, nothing. Don't think there can be anything underneath there. No, we've got everything. We've got an M9, got a suppressed weapon. I'm happy. Oh, you dick. Oh, is he looking over the edge? Oh my god, stop missing. I don't think I've ever seen that animation before, where they just look over the edge. That's new for me. I've probably seen it before, I've just forgotten, but I don't know why that's in there. I don't know what that does. Usually a camera at the end of here. Yep, I see it. I think I missed. There we go. It makes a certain sound when it dies. Dolph contacted me as soon as I arrived at Strut D. He had apparently managed to get a hold of O'Brien. O'Brien had sealed off the door to the Shell 1-2 connecting bridge from Strut D to prevent Vamp from getting through. He'd also recognised the surviving SEALs to defend Strut G, and Dolph said, "Snake, join the SEALs. Vamp is the enemy. Those men might be SEALs, but I doubt they can stop him on their own. But how can I get to the Shell 2? The Shell 1-2 connecting bridge is closed off." There is another way. Go across the oil fence in the lower part of Big Shell and use the ladder on the B1 of Strut E to get down to the oil fence. You should be able to get the Strut L of Shell 2 by crossing it. Vamp must have already left for Shell 2. I need to hurry. Alright, so we need to get to E, which would have been faster going from where we started at Strut B. Fuck it, fine, whatever. Alright, let's not try and waste my ammo any more than I have been doing. So they can see up here. I think we're too far for them to actually see us, but they'll be like, oh, there's somebody there. And they'll come and have a look. Checking underneath the stairs on the left over there, because there's usually an item there. Take the M4 bullets. Might be ammo over here. No.
Nothing here.
Oh, damn it. Damn it! Wasting bullets! Ah! I think there's like, oh fuck, I think there's actually a guy right here. Right, nobody up above, so he uses binoculars on us. Oh, you're deaf. Hello! Pointing a laser at you. Look at your friend. Oh, that perfectly lined up. Well, that was satisfying. I'm glad there's no guard on the top there. I had enough bullets to take care of him, but you know, just in case. Alright, this is a bad place. Right, so I actually need to get right to the left of this guy. Does he see his friend? He does not. There is an item there. I think it's like a grenade. Oh, I was lucky. I was going by entirely on just rushing there. No, wait. Oh shit, there might be people here. Or not, okay. There's a ration though. I'll take it. We're getting loads of rations. I'm not worried about my health. I am. In fact, we've got loads of ammo as well, just no silent ammo. I reached the strutty ladder and climbed down about 40 meters. When I finally made it to the oil fence, I heard the sound of gunfire from above. It was coming from the Shell 1-2 connecting bridge. I could see the SEALs fighting Vamp, but it wasn't a normal fight. It was one-sided. It was a one-sided massacre. Vamp ran. The SEALs fired, but the bullets didn't hit him. Vamp threw knives. Some of the men went down. Other SEALs fought back. Vamp wove and dodged. He slit the throats of the SEAL men, slicing their stomachs open and stabbing deep into their hearts. The SEALs went down in a split second. I saw the last man screaming at the totally unhurt Vamp. Suddenly, the connecting bridge exploded. Fucking hell. I've messed up. Let's try that again. Suddenly, the connecting bridge exploded. It must have been wired up with bombs beforehand. A series of explosions enveloped the connecting bridge in flames, and it began to collapse with a roar. Debris rained down on the surface. Debris rained down on the surface of the sea. I made a run across the oil fence. A huge column of water rose behind my back. Waves churned, throwing the oil fence up with every undulation. So let's use that word again, undulation. So it's like a wave. I struggled along and finally made it to the lower part of Strut L. As I turned around, my eyes met Vamp's. He had tumbled from the sky and landed on the Shell 2's side. Vamp sneered, licked a knife with his long thong and hurled the knife at me, and then he disappeared into the interior of Strut G. I climbed the ladder and made it into Strut L of Shell 2. Vamp had already penetrated Shell 2, while Brian was in danger. I ran for the Shell 2 core. I think there's people here. Yeah, oh my goodness. Fuck, I'm surprised I'm not holding that guy up. Oh, M9. I'm gonna start killing bitches if I don't get M9 ammo. Or a suppressor, in which case I will be killing bitches, just silently. Speaking of which, there'll either be a guard out here or a bunch of drones. I hear drones. In which case a chaff grenade will do. And there's people here as well. Since we don't have a radar, that doesn't actually affect us. Oh damn, I've timed this wrong. There's somebody there. Gonna see me. How did he not see me? Oh my god, who's that? He has binoculars! They make you see better. I entered the Shell 2 core. There weren't any signs of gunfire or any sign of people. The silence made me uneasy. The codec rang. It was Dolph. Snake, what is your location? Right above your head. I just entered the first floor of the Shell 2 core. How's O'Brien? I've lost contact. I clicked my tongue. Were we too late? We still don't know what's happened for sure, said Dolph, but he didn't sound too sure of himself. O'Brien should be on this floor, right? I asked. That's right. He should be barricaded in the air purification room. He told me he was going to electrify the floor to stop Vamp from getting inside. I looked at the passageway. The floor there was glowing dimly. Looks like the trap's still working. Yeah, but we're up against Vamp. Who knows if it'll help. There's only one way to confirm if O'Brien was dead or alive. Going inside. How do I disarm the trap? I asked. Destroying the circuit breaker in the room is probably the only way. You should be able to do it with a remote-controlled missile from a duct. You're going to have to find the remote-controlled missile first. There's got to be one in this room, right? Because I don't think they've programmed in Snake swimming. Oh shit, we're in this area. I was thinking like we're downstairs. Oh no, I thought we were in the other shelter. Did you have a call for some reason? Just checking. I don't think there's going to be any people around, but there might be cameras. There's ammo. Oh, I can't go in there. That's interesting. And is that the rocket launcher? Yes, it is. Can I go look over here? What happens if we do the Easter egg? Is it going to be the president? And it's not moving the camera. I don't think it is. Interesting. Alright, so I can't use the vents that are in the camera room, so I'm going to have to use the normal way. Got plenty of ammo, so I can just brute force it if I need to. I don't hear screaming, so I think it does break. I think we're on high difficulty. There we go. Oh, I've got to do that a few times. Fuck. Yeah, because I don't hear screaming by the explosions. I think there's nobody in here. I'm gonna bet like the bottom path just has like no obstacles on it. Maybe one more. Maybe one more. Come on. That's it. My last rocket. This is my second to last, it's hard to tell. Oh, there's a dead body. Okay. Too late. That's why there's no screaming. Because the screaming's already happened. No, we don't need to go in there, right? Because we only need to check if he's alive. To be fair, he could be unconscious. He could be like bleeding out. He needs help. As soon as I entered the air purification room, I found O'Brien on the floor, slumped against the wall. Judging by the cuts covering O'Brien's body, Vamp had tortured him instead of killing him instantly. O'Brien looked at me, recognizing my uniform. He was covered with blood, but he still smiled in relief. I guess we haven't been wiped out yet. I signaled for him to keep quiet and examine the surroundings. O'Brien said, Vamp isn't here anymore. Looks like he left for B1 from the duct. It seems like nobody was in the room, except the dying man and myself. I went up to O'Brien. He was bleeding pretty badly. It looked like he didn't have much time. I tried to treat him, but O'Brien refused. Stop it. I'm not going to make it anyway. I know that. Get out of here, now. Call for backup. No, I can't do that. You said he went to B1, right? I said. Dolph was on the B1. As O'Brien told Dolph, he might be the next target, but Dolph was Jackson's father-in-law. Besides, he wasn't the kind of person to backstab someone. Something was wrong. While I was turning this over in my head, O'Brien said, Don't do it, Lieutenant. You better leave. Don't get involved with Vamp. But we can't let him continue his little lynching game, right? Lynching? O'Brien tried to laugh, but he coughed up blood instead. Maybe, yeah, don't laugh when you're dying. Vamp said you falsely charged Jackson. That's crazy. I didn't do that. Nobody could. What do you mean? The corruption case is airtight. There's plenty of proof. What? O'Brien tried to say something, but only coughed. He coughed up more blood, then he was quiet for good. I tried to contact Dolph numerous times by codec without any response. I knew Vamp had already left for B1. I had to get to B1 right away. I'm gonna guess there's guards in the area now. Maybe not yet. Alright. I wonder if we have to swim. It might just skip that section because I haven't coded in an animation for snake swimming. I doubt it's going to be the dolphin-like swimming that Raiden does. What do you think how snake swims? Like doggy paddle? Looks like front crawl? I got on an elevator. I arrived at B1. B1 was exactly as Dolph had described. The passageway had been closed off by an explosion and flooded from a damaged water purification tank. I swam through the water and went through the debris to move forward. Dolph had to be to the north. I opened a door and entered the second filtration room. Dead silence. Suddenly I spied someone standing in the darkness. Vamp. He slowly opened his closed eyes. I was waiting for you. Waiting for me? That's right. I was waiting for the perfect opponent to commemorate the end of Dead Cell. And you're it. Solid Snake. I knows who I am. What are you saying? Vamp, knock it off. No one backstabbed Jackson. His corruption? Vamp spoke calmly. I know. What? I like how even in this he says what a lot. That's like Snake's like his slogan. His catchphrase. Vamp stared at me with sad eyes. Snake, you don't understand anything. I don't know what voice I'm doing. And you don't have to. All you need to know is that you'll be gracing Dead Cell's legacy as the final victim. Come on! Not very Vamp sounding for the end. How much ammo have we got? 'Cause I might just... No, let's do it. Non-lethal. It's going to give us more ammo, I assume. Oh, well, I ducked enough. Alright, while he's doing this, let's smash up these lights. I don't think he can do it for the door lights. Ah, I didn't watch that trick on how to do the, like, stun locking. I don't think we can get ones like that. Yeah. And it's not like, I don't know if he's just like punching him once or walking through him. God damn it, man. I'm gonna try a single punch and see if I can stun lock him that way. Probably not gonna work, I'm probably gonna get my ass beat, but I've got plenty of rations to experiment with. How many explosives this stuff? I wonder if stun grenades work down there. I think it takes too long to explode if they do. Look at that pose he does. I think that might actually work, 'cause it delayed his spin. Oh, wow, okay, that's much more effective. Should do that from now on. Alright, let's start charging. In which case I think melee might be impossible because he counters too fast. God damn it. Oh shit! It locks onto the knife. Okay, that worked. Come down here so I can punch you. I approached Vamp. He was still breathing, just unconscious. Soon he opened his eyes. Kill me. They only asked me to stop you, I said. Vamp, tell me why you went on with your lynching when you knew it was meaningless. Vamp's mouth twitched. Because it wasn't meaningless. Jackson's arrest had been the final blow to Dead Cell's reputation. They called it a stain on the entire US military, called them a group of disgraced losers. The military had cut Jackson off as a liability, but that wasn't all. The brass tried to bury Dead Cell's previous record of success as well. It was a fate worse than death. And you should know, being a vampire. We killed more than a few people. We killed civilians, women, children, the elderly. Some were unarmed, some didn't resist, some even begged for their lives. But we killed them all, of course. We didn't kill them for pleasure. It was our mission. Dirty work, those types of missions. Everyone hated them, but they had to be done. So we took them all. A man like O'Brien owes his spotless reputation to the fact that we got our hands dirty, crawled through mud, and woke up screaming from nightmares. Vamp clenched his fist. Are we the lowest of men? Perhaps, but the lowest of soldiers? Definitely not. I won't allow our honor and purity to be stained. That was all we had. But now, this last bit of pride has been denied us as well. That's why I went on this mission. I wonder if this would have changed if you used the lethal weapons. You mean you're lynching? That's right. If I killed people out of revenge, people might start wondering. They might even think that perhaps Colonel Jackson could be innocent. The more I keep on killing, the more the public will have to believe in his innocence. That doesn't make sense to me. Doesn't make sense at all. Right, so Jackson was in charge of Dead Cell. Jackson got charged with corruption, and so Dead Cell to clear his name, start killing everybody. That doesn't make any sense. Did you really expect anyone to believe that crap? Of course, the world lives and breathes of what you call crap. Oh god, this dialogue's terrible. Don't you think? Vamp laughed coldly, but his eyes looked empty. His eyes weren't those of someone who had regained what they had lost. They were of those who had lost something instead. Then I realized. But you don't believe it, do you? Even if Dead Cell's reputation is restored, it won't matter for you. It won't matter for you. Vamp shut his eyes as if he were in pain. Maybe you're right. Any purity Dead Cell had possessed in its missions had been lost at Vamp's hand. The person in front of me wasn't a proud soldier, he was nothing more than a pathetic terrorist. And he knew it. Perhaps that was a punishment for his lynching. Vamp said, I don't care. At least I can protect someone. Protect? I'd do anything for Colonel Jackson Helena. Their unborn baby. And Scott. You fool! The shout echoed through the air. It was Dolph. He must have heard the battle and found us. Vamp smiled as he saw Dolph. His eyes quickly began to cloud. Dolph came up to Vamp and said, Nobody asked you to do what you did. Not Helena, not Jackson, not even me. You knew that, didn't you? Vamp interrupted Dolph. God, I had to do it. Why? Vamp turned his eyes away and became quiet. You won't tell me? Asked Dolph. After a moment of silence, Vamp said, It's got nothing to do with you. Are you being serious? Yes. You've changed. I think so too. You're the only one who hasn't. Vamp bit his lip as though trying to endure something and said, Just leave me alone. I don't want to see you ever again. Dolph's eyes clouded for a moment. They're repeating this as well, clouded. I thought it said clouded because like he was dying. I see. Vamp was taken into custody. A backup SEAL team secured Big Shell. Dead Shell was officially dissolved sometime after that. Dolph retired from the military and Jackson died in prison. They said it was due to mental exhaustion. Or maybe he was assassinated. Vamp was escaped shortly after being confined to a military prison. Shortly thereafter, various government and military insiders began dying suspicious deaths. It was rumoured that he was behind it, but never confirmed. Well, they died with like 2 puncture wounds in the neck, and all their blood was drained. Who could it be? Could it be the Vamp fellow? Sometime later, a rumour began making the rounds. It said Jackson had been falsely accused, and Dead Cell had been framed. This is so weird. So... I don't even know if Jackson was innocent or not. It was too confusing. It was too... Maybe, I don't know if they've left it up to the viewer to decide, or just... misunderstood some dialogue. I don't know. I wasn't a big fan of that one. Gameplay wise, I thought it was really good. It was a good start, like starting with nothing. I like the previous one as well that did that, where you start off with nothing and you have to get the items to succeed. Trying to think about the story of that one. It eludes me. So we've got one more left to do. Let's finish them off today. And then next time we do Metal Gear Solid 2, we'll be doing the VR missions, which are going to take a very long time. I'll now start chipping away at them. See how starts. Did we get an alert? I don't think we did. I mean, I did quite well that one. Killed a lot of people, but I mean, I didn't get caught. Oh yeah, I only killed 7 people, that's fine. That's 45 minutes. Alright, on to the last one.